We are back with some adoptable cats from Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center on Rosemont Avenue. And our first guest is Chevy, a beautiful tortoiseshell cat. And all tortoiseshell cats are, well, she's actually called Torby because she has tortoiseshell coloring and tabby stripes. And they are almost always female. She is a tiny cat, and she's not going to get bigger. She is about 3 years old, and her family gave her up simply because they couldn't afford the veterinary expenses of having a cat. And I will tell you that the cost of having a cat can be minimal. You need to buy kitty litter on a regular basis. You don't need to buy a cat bed because they will sleep on any soft blanket or on you. You don't even need to buy cat toys because balling up a little piece of paper and playing with it can be lots of fun for a cat. Ping pong balls in the bathtub, there's all kinds, the dry bathtub, all kinds of things that cats like to play with. But what you do need to do is to keep the rabies shot up to date, and that means you need to keep her physical up to date, and cats should get a checkup every year, so you have to put a little bit of money away for that. But we also talked about in our previous segment emergency vet bills. It may never happen in her whole life. You may never have an emergency where she has to be rushed to the veterinarian to find out what could be wrong with her. And those emergencies can include anytime your pet is listless or seems to have labored breathing or seems to be in pain, which would be limping or vocalizing, or is shivering continuously. Now, of course, if you have a little dog like Priscilla, she might just shiver because she's chilly and trying to get attention. But that trembling is a sign of pain. You should at least call your vet when you see that. And obviously bleeding or broken bones. You can also check with your vet if there's any sneezing, coughing, runny eyes, runny nose. Diarrhea is something that you should always check with your vet about. They usually will give you some instructions for a bland diet, but if that doesn't work, they do need to see the doctor. So you need to have some money set aside for veterinary emergencies. And as I said, it may never happen in the life of your pet, but it usually does. Most of us have had to go to urgent care a time and again, and the same goes for pets. So if you think that this little girl would make a good addition to your family, then come and meet her or any of our other cats, because this time of year we have so many kittens, and the older cats sometimes wait a little bit longer to get a home.